Hey, this is Eric Guido. I am currently in the vineyards of Le Berne in Montepulciano. These are actually some pretty cool vineyards because unlike other areas here, this winery has vines that are 55 years old in this vineyard. It's really great to see these older vines here. It's very common practice in areas like this that producers will pull vines up at, say, just 35 years old. And this isn't the only vineyard like this. There are also other vineyards, such as Tiberini, that will have vines that are 85, 90 years old. It's a really fascinating thing about this region, but it's not normal. It's certainly quite unique. But the reason why I really wanted to have this moment to chat about Montepulciano and these vineyards is that the main topic of conversation right now is the new Pieve designation of subregions within the region that will be coming out with the 2021 vintage. Originally, it was going to be the 2020 vintage, but due to some legalities, it's now going to be 2021. And the reality is, it's probably a better year to release the Pieve because 2021, in my personal opinion, is certainly a more superior vintage. And that's not to say that 2020 isn't a good vintage. It's just that the wines are from a very warm year. They come across as fruit forward, a lot of acidity and minerality, but they just don't have the power and the impact of bigger vintages. This is also a really great location because this shows one of the only issues I have with the Pieve designation. Now, granted, I love the idea of breaking down these subregions, and there are certainly big differences between each region, but one of the things that people need to keep in mind is that one of those differences is not necessarily soil. So right now, we are in one single Pieve, and the vineyard that I'm in right now, we are standing here in clay soils. However, this same producer within the same Pieve in a vineyard right over my shoulder here is now in sandy soils. And when we look into this direction, we're now talking about the same producer and calcareous soils. All of these vineyards are just around 320 meters, 330 meters, all with very different soil types, all with completely different exposures to the sun. And so in a situation like this, I have to question just how much can I pick up terroir in these wines. Like, again, don't get me wrong. I think any level of breaking down a region into subregions so that consumers can go to the wines and find terroir in the glass is a very big positive. And Montepulciano is really pushing from geological surveys to some really incredible maps to make sure that this new project is extremely successful. However, it does not exist without its flaws. I'll be back soon to talk more about vintages and such in the upcoming article, but for now, what I will say is that I'm really enjoying what I'm tasting here. 2021, 2022, certainly beautiful vintages, and 2023, while they struggled with Peronospora and many producers had very small quantities, the wines I'm tasting are actually very pretty. Talk to you soon.